This tutorial is on how to prepare subcontender. First, log in to the system. The first step is to add project. Click on Add New Project. Then fill in all of the project information such as your contract type, work category, subsidiary, project title, site address, country, state and project description. The contract number, year and running number is auto-generate by the system. Once you already finalize with the project information, click at the Add button. If you outsourced any consultants for this project, you can select from the company list, then tick the selected company who prepare tender document and save. To prepare subcontender, first you need to import your main project BQ into the system. Click on Build Space Pro. Here is where you work on your BQ preparation. Before you import your BQ into the system, first create a bill. To create a bill, click Add Bill, select Normal Bill and fill in the bill information. And click Save. Before import your main project Excel BQ, first, you need to make a few adjustments in your Excel BQ. First, you need to delete item, description, quantity, rate and amount row. Make sure the first row is your element title. Next, delete total amount row and any continue header. Lastly, delete the total collection page. Make sure between item description have an empty row. Then you save this edited file. Back to Build Space Pro tab, select Import from Files, then click Import from Excel. Then select the edited BQ Excel file. Before that, you need to match the description, unit, quantity and rate column based on your Excel BQ. Referring back to your Excel BQ, the description under column C, unit under column D, quantity under column E and rates under column F. Now match the column in the system and click Import. Then tick the elements from the list that you want to import. If you want to include the rate and quantity, tick at the box and click Import. To view all elements, double-click the bill. Double-click any of the elements to go to the items level. To edit the descriptions, single-click, press Enter and key in your new description and press Enter again to save. This can be applied at the element level. For item type, there are 12 different types. You can refer to item type tutorial for more information. To prepare the subcontractor tender, first, you need to use the Import Rates function. Now click Import Rates tab. Now it will appear two different panel. On top will be your built-up rate library and at the bottom is your BQ. For this example, select Building Works. Select Concrete. From the BQ, tick at the box for items using concrete grade 15 or 20. Select which rates you want to link to the BQ items. As an example, select vibrated reinforced concrete grade 20 and click Import. Once you finalize with the import rate, back to Project Builder. Click Back to Project Builder. Select Sub-Packages. Here is where you extract items from your main project BQ for your subcontractors. Now create a title or naming for your subcontractor, press Enter key in title and press Enter again to save. Go to Extract Bill Item From and select Schedule of Rate Analysis. Double-click Building Works. Double-click Concrete. Select Item from the list and click Import to Sub-Packages. Next, go to Assign Subcontractors. Then select Subcontractors from the list and click Save. Then you can see a list of selected subcontractors and click at Assign Types and Units to select which units you want to send out for your subcon to price. Next click Import Export Sub-Package to export the subpackage, then export BuildSpace file select with estimation rates. Then click Download. To import sub-package BQ in a tendering system, first, back to BuildSpace eProject tab. Then go to Project Dashboard and click on Sub-Packages. Click Add. Click Choose File and select the subcontractor's eBQ file and click Add. If you outsourced any consultants for this project, you can select from the company list, then tick the selected company who prepare tender document and save. Under the project dashboard we have the project progress checklist. To view, click on the brown icon. You need to complete the 6 checklists only you can call out for subcontractor tender. For each of the checklist we have the tutorials to guide the user, just click Tutorials to view. The one that is highlighted is the person in charge for each of the checklist. First checklist is to prepare Subcon BQ. To view Subcon BQ, click at BuildSpace Pro icon. At this stage you can still amend your Subcon BQ. Once you finalize with BQ, click Publish to Tender, click Publish and select Yes. Note that once published you cannot amend the BQ anymore. Now back to eProject, click Refresh or click Project Dashboard. You can see that BQ preparation is done. Next step is to upload tender documents. To upload tender documents, go to Documents and click Tender Documents. These will be the standard template for tender documents, but you can still amend according to your format. You can refer to template tutorials. To upload documents, click Option and click Open. Click Upload icon, click Add Files, select Files to upload. Then click Start Upload. Click Project Dashboard to check on your progress checklist. The next step is to edit the form of tender. To edit form of tender, go to Documents, click on Tender Documents. At Form of Tender folder, click Show. To preview the form of tender, click on the print icon. There are 4 sections to edit. First part is header. Click Edit. Single click and edit. Once finalized, click Save. You can repeat the same steps to edit address. Next is to edit form of tender clauses. To edit clause, just single-click and key in your description. If you have additional clause, click on the Add button and fill in the blank section with your new clause. To delete, click on the red closing icon. You can drag and drop to rearrange your clauses. Single-click and hold, then release-click to set the position. And click Save. To edit tender alternative, click Edit. There are 9 different tender alternatives to select from the system. Tick any from the list and save. Once you are done with form of tender editing, you can preview back by clicking the print icon. Now back to project dashboard to see progress. The first 3 steps is done. Now we can proceed with recommendation of tender. To prepare a recommendation of tenderer, go to Tendering and click Recommendation of tenderer. Then click Tender. Here you need to fill in the form such as proposed date of calling tender, proposed commercial tender closing date, completion period, budget, and targeted date of site possession. As for the project incentive, procurement method and consultants' estimates is optional. Besides that, we have 3 options where you can tick, to allow contractor to propose own completion period, disable tender rates submission and technical evaluation. Then we have the contract limit. This contract limit is linked to your technical evaluation, where different contract limit will produce different technical evaluation form. When you tick on technical evaluation, you can also set the proposed technical tender closing date. Then click Save. Once saved, you can select contractors for this tender. First, click Assign Contractors. Then select Contractors from the Contractors list and click Save. Once you finalize with the contractors list, you can send out expression of interest to the contractors. Click on Expression of Interest. Here you can draft a message to the contractors, and once you finalize with the draft, click Preview. Then select Recipients and click Send. As you can see, the status is pending, which means that the contractors have not responded to the expression of interest. If you click Submit, the system cannot process this form. It will show form validation error. The reason why is that at least one contractor status must be set to Yes to proceed. As an example, from the contractor's side, they will receive the expression of interest email to respond. They only need to click on the link and select Yes or No to respond. If they have any comments or remark, they can just key in Back to eProject system. If you notice, the first contractor status has changed to Yes. You can also manually change the contractor's status if you want to. You can also view the comments by the contractors. Click on View. Then click Submit. The next step is List of tenderer. At this stage, you can still amend your date of calling tender, commercial tender closing date, technical closing date, completion period, and project incentives. You can also add new contractors at this stage. To add new contractors, click Assign Contractors. Then select Contractor from the contractors list. And click Save. Then you can send again expression of interest to new contractors from the list. You can also delete contractors from the list. Just click the Delete button. And key in any remarks if you want to. If you notice the contractor's status is pending, if the contractor do not respond to the expression of interest, it will automatically be disqualified after we submit the form. You can also add additional remarks for the list of tenderer form. If this form requires approval process, you can set the verifiers from the list, and approval process is arranged by hierarchy. Once you finalize with the list of tenderer form, click Submit. The last step is to call out for tender or calling tender stage. At calling tender form, you can still amend the date of calling tender, commercial tender closing date, and technical tender closing date. In the system, we have the acknowledgement letter. Here you can set the tender deposit amount and tender bond amount. You can also amend the template according to your format. Next is to tick on Enable Acknowledgement Letter so that the tenderer is able to print this out once they complete all the tender submission process. To send out tender invitation, you can click at Tender Invitation and draft a message to all tenderers. Once you finalize with the draft, click Preview and click Send. You can also send out a tender interview. Click Tender Interview. Here you fill in all the information such as the meeting venue, date, discussion time. Then you can set the meeting time for each of the tenderers. Once you finalize with the tender interview information, click Save and Send. Then you can click Submit to call out for tender.